Okay, so we're going to start with Carol. Carol, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Perfect. So Carol, when I ask people to submit images, I ask them to either submit images already done or images that they have a concept and they're struggling with how to create the vision that they want to show. So Carol submitted these two images. And Carol, you want to tell us a bit about what you want to try and say?
Yeah, they were both photographs, same place, same time, and I just wanted to give a little bit more to that tree and a little bit more to this one. I mean, I like both of them, but they're just, well, the geese in particular, I just thought it would make a nice story to have the geese in with the tree and the skyline in the background. But I'm having trouble a little bit with color balance and placement. I photographed the tree and made it square in the middle, but when you put the geese in there, it doesn't quite work with the geese.
So you actually want to create a multiple exposure of combining the trees behind.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we can do. So I'm going to drag one into the other. Okay, so I have one inside the other, and I could kind of move it and scale it. If I want to scale, I have to hold. If I want to scale it disproportionately, I need to have the shift key. Okay, so overall, you just want to blend it in. So what we can do is we can decrease the opacity of the trees, and we could we don't need the tree down below, but then I don't think the trunk would look so nice. I think it would be better if we just saw the foliage on the top.
Yeah, okay, so maybe that's pretty straightforward.
Okay, and then I'm just going to add a mask, and I'm going to brush out with the black mask. I'm at 42% opacity. I'm going to go higher here. I'm going to go higher on the bottom, and then I'm going to reduce the opacity and gradually kind of blend it in. Now, let's see what happens if we change the blending modes, because you can get different texture like. I think this is actually quite cool, the hard light or even the vivid light.
Oh yeah, the hard light or the vivid, yeah.
I think the vivid is nicer. And I see that it would be nice to blend it back in here better, so I'm going to go back to a white brush and just make sure it, maybe a little overlapping of the mountains. But I think considering the composition and everything you have, to take these two images together, that's what I would do with it. Yeah.
And what about the color balance on the tree? That's, I wanted to make it warmer, because when you combine it with the geese, it doesn't.
Okay, so what we can do is, if we do go to the color balance, now if you want this layer, this color balance only to affect the trees, you're going to have to create a clipping mask. So I can do that here, or I can right click here and say create clipping mask. So anything I do now will only affect the trees. Okay, so now if I wanted to warm it up a bit, I need to create it more sepia-like.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of changing the tone of the trees, and you could add filters, and you could change the even hue and saturation. You can change the hue a bit. Again, don't forget to make it a clipping mask. You can have more than one clipping mask going to this layer. And if you wanted to completely change the hue, you could do that.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you can do a lot of different things. But don't forget your clipping mask so that it won't affect the bottom part. Okay? And if you want to have a very orderly, how should I say, kind of work very tidy, then all these layers that are here, you can highlight them, click on the top one, click on the bottom while holding the shift key down, and now create a folder. And I could call this trees. Okay, so now they're neat in a folder, and if I turn this all off, I get the bottom layer. Okay, they're all in here in the folder.
Oh,
Okay, it just adds to create more order, because sometimes you have a lot of layers and a lot of different things, and you don't know what's what. It makes everything just more easier to work. Okay.
okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Carol. Nice idea. Kind of shows the beautiful greenery of Vancouver, the mountains, the geese, the skyline, a lot of things in one, and there's definitely a story here.
Yeah,
Definitely
that's
a
what I'm
story.
aiming for.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.